Hey, family, welcome to Off Topject. I can't believe it's already 17 episodes. Um,
17.
yeah, it's just crazy. So, hopefully, it's not just going to be Oso and I. Rome should be jumping on here soon. He's still in the working, 9 to 5 kind of job. But episode 17 is going to be interesting. We're going to take you from your childhood dreams and take you all the way to the Vatican.
And then we're going to be diving into the conspiracy theory, as we usually do. We're going to be diving into the world's most chilling and enigmatic place. Is it a tribute? Is it a warning? Or something far more sinister? So stick around.
Yeah.
And we're going to be going into this darker area of Mexico.
So join us on this bumpy ride as Oso and I try to drive without Johnny Boy. It's going to be quite interesting. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then we're gonna be getting into tea time. Yes, I
Yep.
think we get tea
Yes.
time. Yes. All right. So let's roll this thing.
Awesome.
All right, fam. I don't have my tinfoil hat.
Oh,
Johnny
I
Boy
forgot
owes me
mine.
a tinfoil hat.
He
I
owes
want
us
a cool.
all a tinfoil hat.
I,
I
I, I
think
want a cool tinfoil hat. I feel left
I,
out.
I think since I started wearing the tinfoil hat, I started getting more curls in my hair.
There you
So
go. That's the secret.
yes. If you want more curls, join us and put your tinfoil hats on.
Tinfoil hats get you curls.
So
All right, fam.
tell us, what are
So
you going to cover about Mexico?
So, we are going to be going deep into the heart of Mexico. So, beyond the tourist lined streets, beyond the comfort of daylight, to a place where silence speaks louder than words, where hundreds of lifeless eyes stare, unblinking from the trees. We are talking today about the island of the dolls. Have you heard of this?
I have, but then the moment they start to show me pictures, I'm like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. So I stop right there. The moment I see pictures of these dolls, I'm like, nope, count me out. So
Yeah, they're really freaky. They're really freaky. Even if you, whether you believe or don't believe in the supernatural, I feel like there's just something very eerie about the dolls. So I'm going to present so you guys can see my screen. And I hope that the sound works.
yeah,
Because
Johnny
I don't
Boy
know
is
why
artistic
mine
for it.
doesn't. Seriously, he is, and I don't know why, but the sound works whenever he plays the YouTube. I'm too old for this. I can't.
Oh,
I don't.
see, those already get me. Oh,
Yes. Oh,
why?
right.
Ah,
Don't they look so freaky? And it's
yes.
not like this. I don't know. Some of them are in pieces. It's not. They're not all there. But anyways, so So our story takes place in Xochimilco, Mexico. Do you know where that is?
So Chimilco, I let me look at the map. I've heard of it. It's let's see, zooming out. It's south of Mexico City,
Okay.
which is like an island. It's a lake, not an island, because you know you don't talk about islands like Hawaii out of the U.S. It's like a lake around it south of Mexico. So yeah,
Oh, okay. So it's like an island lake
yeah, yeah.
thing. Okay. Um. So so back in the 1950s, um, there was a man named Don Julian
Yeah.
who found the body of a young girl just floating in the canal near the island.
Uh,
Some people say that she drowned. Others say that something pulled her into the water. Others say that That it's just something paranormal happening there.
Hmm.
Um, what was eerie, I guess, about this whole situation, a week later, there was a doll that just washed up in the same area where the little girl had washed up.
What? Like right next to her?
Well, in the same area, because like Don Julian took the body, disposed
Oh,
of it, took care of it, and then a week later, a doll
showed up.
showed up in the same spot where the little girl, um,
Was found?
where he found was found. Yeah.
What the?
So he thought of maybe doing like an altar, like
Yeah, like the.
just something to remember her,
Yeah.
to make her pass on to the next life or whatever, if she was lingering or something. So on here, let me see, and go to the next page. One sec.
Oh,
Let me see. So we're gonna watch this video.
La Isla de las Muñecas, or Island of the Dolls, is a bone-chilling place because
why are they everywhere?
it's making it that way. Don Julian Santana Barrera left his wife and family one day to go live on the island located in Texuelo Lake, Mexico. While there, he reputedly came across a young girl who had drowned in the lake, though it's entirely possible he imagined the whole thing, as no evidence exists to prove it. Anyways, he later found a doll that may have belonged to the young girl and hung it up in the trees as a show of respect, and thus began an obsession that would last almost 50 years. Barrera scrounged up dolls wherever he could and continued hanging them throughout the island, converting the place from a nondescript nature reserve to a full-blown crazy sauce tribute to the dead girl. Dolls are already creepy by default. Half-decomposed dolls with eyes and arms missing hanging around you everywhere is just a whole other level of twisted and strange. And alas, this sad story comes full circle when in 2001, Barrera was found drowned in the exact same spot he believed the young girl had died.
No. The same spot where he thought the girl was drowned. That's where he was.
Same spot.
Ugh.
So yeah, his full name was Don Julian Santana Barrera. He discovered the drowned girl in the canals near his home. Some claim she drowned, others say something pulled her down. But here's where things get strange. Shortly after, he found the doll drifting in the same waters. So he did a first tribute. He pays homage to the young girl. Don Julian took the doll and hung it in the tree, believing it would appease the restless spirit of the girl.
What if it was like
But
Johnny Boy saying it was his conscience and he's trying to replace it?
it could be. I mean, it's still going on, even though he passed away.
What? Who's
Uh,
that in the dolls?
We'll get to that.
Ooh.
So, one doll became many. Don Julian hung more and more dolls, some missing limbs, some weather, some decay, and if creating a protective barrier between himself and whatever haunted the island. So over the next 5 decades, Don Julian continuously collected and hung dolls. His collection grew massive, reaching over 4,000 dolls, each symbolizing a protective charm and a tribute to the lost innocence.
What?
So he just started hanging them around everywhere around the island, and people just think that he was just doing it to protect himself because he is being hunted.
That sucks.
But he ended up passing away in 2001. Let me see.
The Island of the Dolls, Mexico City, Mexico.
It looks like a scene from a horror movie. Hundreds of dolls strung up and hanging from trees.
The island contains hundreds of dolls, most of which are hung from the trees. Legend states that the spirit of a young girl haunted the island, forcing its owner to hang dolls from the trees to appease her ghost. The owner passed away in 2001, and the island became a popular tourist destination. Even
Why? Why do they need to go?
there owing to superstition.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Like, can I ask a question? Is this
Yes.
related to El Nora? Nora,
La
No,
Llorona?
La
Llorona?
Llorona,
Oh,
La Lora.
La Llorona.
I
La
don't know
Llorona.
how to say the name.
I like your kitten ears.
No, I got a whole outfit. Hold on. They're
But
not
look at
getting
it.
it.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
look how creepy they are.
Why? Where does he get
I
enough
like
dolls
it.
to put him in there?
They said that he would go into town and he would start to just sell anything that he had in order to get another doll. Like he
What?
became
I mean,
obsessive.
that that's a disorder. Is it not? Is it not
It
a
is.
disorder?
It is. This is obsessive
What is?
compulsive disorder.
No. Something else. Evil. Some a little more docile, where it's like it's not human anymore. Um,
Mm, possessed.
someone Google it. The love of dolls. I think it's what it's kind of like. You know what I mean? The disorder for the love of dolls.
I'm afraid to search that up because what if it's something else?
You don't want to bring that to your house now, do you? No,
Well,
no. I was when I came to Utah for the first time. There was this. They said we're going to be staying with some a lady, right? And
Okay.
I was like, Johnny always said fit check. Highlight, baby. We out here. Look. Um, I was staying in somewhere. I think it was Payson, and what happened was, um, she had this room full of dolls, and they sat in the room, and she would leave the door open, and she would say she wants it to stay open.
What?
So I'm like, why? And I close because
Why?
I gotta use the bathroom. You
And
know,
the doll,
I'm
the doll wants to watch.
I don't know. I had to walk past the room. See, at first I didn't know it, right? No one told me. They just waited for me to my reaction. And I'm walking past the door and I go, wait a minute. Did I see what I just saw? No, I didn't see what I just saw. Let me see if I saw what I really just saw because I don't know what I really saw. So I took a step back and I said, that's creepy. What do I
You do a
do?
double
Do
take.
I run? Do I close the door? I close the door. So I closed the door. And this is how I knew not to mess with dolls. Because when I came back, the door was open.
What?
Nobody was there. And I'm like,
No.
yeah, we're not doing
Mhm.
this. We're not doing this.
Where was this?
I give up. This is in Utah.
Here in Utah, right? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And it's so interesting that you mentioned that you share that story because um Don Juan, he believed that the dolls were vessels that contained the spirits of the dead.
Well, not that many
Mm.
people passed away. It was just that one person. So why is there so many dolls? Right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just wanted it
Now
to like shush all the bad spirits away.
that one person probably bringing a whole bunch of other people. It
Mm.
was a party. It was a block party, and they was
Mhm.
playing a cha cha slide.
They're like, hey, these guys don't discriminate.
Come on
Whether
over
you have one limb, four limbs, no limbs,
to the cha cha.
all limbs welcome.
That's just crazy.
Colin's welcome. How many dolls did he have at like, she just wanted to play? Nope. Nope. If any doll says you want to play, I'm like, look, I'm tired. Let's do this tomorrow.
That's like But don't they have like an Annabelle doll? Is it like locked up or something like that?
So I went on the site and I almost bought the
No,
Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy doll, but my wife was like, "No,
no.
don't do it."
Why? Why do
And they
you
were
want
You
to
know
pay
the
they
like
were the
that?
Raggedy
ori-
Ann doll is like Annabelle.
they were the yes. So they were the original one from 1950. So they were still inside a box. Like both of them were still like intact inside the box. So I was just gonna buy it, to resell it. That's what I was thinking. But my wife's like, "No, el diablo, el diablo."
No, why? Why?
Fine.
Why do you want to do that? And no,
I
we
was
don't.
trying.
We
I was
don't need
thinking of
Christmas
money.
ideas. We don't need
The
Christmas
new
ideas.
movie's coming out too. I think the last part of the Insidious movie is coming out, or whatever movie
Mm.
were about the Raggedy dolls. So I thought of
Really?
I just yeah, the last part they just announced it today.
Oh, play the trailer. Play the trailer. Play the trailer. I need to see it.
Oh
I need to
oh
see
oh
it.
oh 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 oh,
So
okay.
Rome, going back on the place, you lived in that place with the dolls, or you visited?
I slept in that house for a couple of days, and trust me,
Oh,
I didn't sleep.
oh,
Because
you wake up.
apparently dolls don't like it when you hide
Be-
them,
What?
especially if the owner finds like sympathy, like some type of sentimental value on them. The owner is safe. Everyone else is not.
I don't know. I'm getting like anxious. Luckily, I have no dolls, but
My Little Pony, My Little
Look,
Pony.
everybody's saying they're buying us dolls for Christmas, and I'm like, I'm re-gifting every one of them.
Ooh. I'm
but
collecting dolls.
no, you can keep them. You can build your island there also.
All right, so it's The Conjuring.
You can imagine?
Don't touch
Uh oh.
anything.
Uh
Everything you see in here is either haunted
Oof.
Oh gosh.
or been used in some sort of ritualistic practice. Nothing's
Oh,
a toy.
Oh, there she is.
yeah.
oh. That's not the original though. That's just a creepy
No,
looking
it's not.
remake.
This is you guys had.
Yeah.
Cases.
My name is Ed Warren, here with my wife Lorraine.
Maybe 1,000.
Wait, go back.
Every case is
It
different.
says based on the true story.
Yes.
Yes.
Those
Did you
two
not know Ed
cases,
and
homie.
Lorraine Warren were real people?
No,
Yes.
that's
That
it.
stuff's
They
real.
so wait. Don't play it yet. Don't play it yet. So that place that you saw, the house, that really exists. That is a real
No,
house, and
why?
That's his house,
it's
isn't it?
in
Like
it's in
that guy's
Connecticut.
house.
It's in Connecticut
Why
He's
would you
holding
collect all of them?
he's holding on to it
because
so that nobody takes them.
so it's kind of like he created a space for them to live because like so we say for what is it Halloween based off of some holiday in Mexico. What is it called?
Dia de los Muertos.
That one. And the spirits walk around with us, right?
The
So they're
good
basically
spirits.
they're not their
I,
analogy is that let's put them in one place.
I only watch Disney type of Dia de los Muertos.
You watch
Disney.
Coco?
Yes, where you need to have an altar to cross over. If you
So
don't have an altar,
play
you
it through.
can't go.
This is great.
Ooh,
This is great news here. This is lovely.
I don't like this, guys.
Every family's different.
Oh gosh.
Once we start, there's no going back. Anything can happen.
Oh.
Oh hell no.
Oi!
And most likely anything will.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they bringing them all back together at the same time?
Oh snap!
Something's different.
Ugh.
Talk about Endgame.
Right? I thought The Devil Made Me Do It was the last one. I really did. That's phenomenal. I'm excited. I've seen all of them in a row.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
I'm how does my
oof.
oh my internet's messing up so I can't see it. You know,
September 5th.
September
Okay.
5th.
Please share some
Yes.
Little Ponies.
Who's going to the
for me.
movies with me?
Nope, you're on
Who's
your
going
own.
to the movies with me?
Let's go.
Mm-mm.
Let's go.
Look, it's gonna be
Nope.
great. We gotta get all the popcorn. I'm a big foodie when it comes to the movies, especially scary movies, because I'm like active. Quiet in the mode, ready to go.
You would probably be like that girl on scary movies that she's like laughing. It's like ah.
I was
You know
picturing
what
her
I'm talking-
too.
Yeah.
Yes, I was picturing her.
You gotta
Run,
show
girl,
us.
run!
Yeah, I can see Ron being like that. You gotta find that video. Yeah, I would be like, I'll be in the bathroom the whole time. You'll be, yeah. I have a hard time even watching the movie It, and that's not real.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Ugh.
No, the movie It is it's based off of a real life clown, but not the killing part. But the kidnapping part, yes.
Oh man, I can't find that clip. I'm trying to see. where
Yeah,
she-
like I know we were gonna talk about this, but I didn't think we were gonna talk about that scary movie. Yeah, it might be gone. For next
Record wrong
episode.
and share it in the podcast. You have no idea how excited I am.
So back on the island.
Oh.
Why so many? Like, and he lived there alone, right?
He was there alone.
I'm sorry,
whole time.
I don't think I could live alone in an island with all those eyes. Like there was something mentally wrong with that man. How many years since 1950? Wait, it's 1950 till
To
2001.
2001. He did 5 decades.
That is a lot.
5 decades. Nah, I beg to differ that he was there alone. I think that he had to kidnap a few people.
Since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and
But I like what Johnny Ball said. What if he was the killer?
I don't
I
know,
mean-
dancing, honey. I don't think
You know
anything
what?
could please it.
You know what? I found it.
This is what I see. Rome being.
Excuse me. I think I paid my money like everybody else up in here. Favor where I am. That ain't no man. You can see her real hair right there. Mind. Out of my face. Out of my face. Out of my face. This is on me up in here. You handle that.
If I do this, y'all better post it and repost it.
This movie is good. Hey, baby. You came back just in time. She's about to get it on with Shakespeare. He found out she's a girl. Yeah, I got you. I got you on camera.
Camera.
You can't camera
You can't
now.
even have those in the theater no more.
They know that.
Got the Motorola.
Shakespeare love.
Shakespeare.
You lying. For Christ's
Okay, I think we should stop it from whatever that's gonna happen next. What you watching? Shakespeare in love.
Shakespeare in love.
So that movie had to be like a moment. But on this whole island thing, right?
Yeah.
When did he purchase this? And what did is there
he
like
never
a
purchased it.
screenshot of the overview?
He just moved there.
You never?
He purchased
you
it.
can't
I
do
think
that.
it's like I think it's the part of I think it's his family land. I don't know. I didn't dig into like how he got the property, how he got the island. But
I thought he just
he was
moved in
there.
there.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of different places, a lot of different investigators have gone to the island. The way I found out about the island was through these guys. What do they call Ghost Adventures? They went there to record, um, and yeah, they captured some stuff. It's kind of freaky, so I won't show too much.
Get
Lady
showed
Luck
off.
says there's people that married dolls. I hope they're not creepy dolls. Like,
I believe they also got a Guinness World Record.
ugh.
The only dolls that scare me are the ones that look like they're not supposed to kill you.
Ugh.
The ones that do,
Oh,
they are creepy. I get it.
the noise.
Like that look like it's supposed to scare you.
Okay.
Figure out whether or not this is a good idea. We're gonna take this doll to a psychic meeting.
The doll head kids.
He knows nothing about this doll. We meet with the psychic at her home, and she tells us that there are 5 spirits inhabiting Harold the doll.
Vive también una persona que...
One of the owners of this doll was a woman. She was crazy, like she
La
was in a
Llorona.
psychiatric hospital. And she's telling me that it's dangerous to be carrying this doll around because you can get sick because of the manifestations of this doll.
El mensaje puede ser pedirnos algo que nosotros...
She's just telling me that you guys should treat well that doll because the spirits could manifest it and could get pissed off and it could attack.
Why is it blinking?
Contact her, and explain her all about what we wanted to do. She told us
There's
that
something
she
in
wanted
its
to
eye.
contact her oráculo. Before that, Mr. Julian
Evil.
has contacted her.
John Julian has...
Wait, stop.
With you.
He's been coming every day.
They pulled this doll from the island?
Yep.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why
Let's go
would
get
people
one.
do that? No. You t-
I think it works kind of like a public, low resource library where bring one, take one. And you have
No
to put
way,
one
you
away,
gotta be
and then you
kidding
take
me.
the doll.
No. That is the creepiest
I mean,
thing.
like, let's be El Toxico, right? If I don't like you that much and you were like bullied me all my life, I'm gonna go grab it, conversate with it, say, hey, this guy, bad guy. Don't kill him. Just torment. I'll bring you back.
We say unalive. Hey,
Oh yeah, my bad.
I'm sorry I called you special ed class kind of man. I don't want to have a doll on my front porch.
You are
No, you
the
have a lot
smartest
of land. I'll have to
special
hide
ed
it somewhere
man.
else.
Oh, don't. Oh. I'm never telling you where I live.
Was the
I'll
doll
have to Google you.
pretend pregnant?
Which one? A doll? What? Okay, let's go back to that. Ugh.
Telling her what he wants. She told me a lot of facts that were really specific, so we can prove.
Oh, I get it, Johnny boy, because there was 5 spirits inside of it. I get it.
That he was told by Julian.
So that we can validate her credibility
I have a
as well.
bunch of facts. He told her why he has that favorite doll, why she has that name, and why he's there.
When we interviewed Don Julian's nephew, Anastasio, he pointed out this doll specifically. That was your uncle's favorite doll.
Agustinita is the name of the doll.
Dice que por favor quiere que ustedes brinden con él allí en...
Don Julian tell her that he wants us to cheer for him in the island with a glass of pulque. It's a very, very old alcoholic beverage, Aztec. I knew from his family that this guy used to drink pulque. So that was kind of the first thing that shocked me, like how did she know that? All that she told me is had been told by the family to me. There's no way that the family can know her.
There's no way they
There's
don't
no
know
way.
each other.
Not at all.
So when you heard this before we came up, you
I'm impressed, man. Like I've never had an experience like this.
Oh gosh.
She told me about the mermaids. She told me about the big fishes in the lake.
What are they?
Well, it's a huge, huge snake, which is a spirit. This snake lives in the bottom of the lake, and it takes the body as a mermaid. He wraps the people from the legs, and it could drown you.
Chillingly, this mention of the big fish
You-
and the mermaids is a direct
Look,
psychic.
you drowning me easily because I can't swim.
Anastasio.
Not like that.
The last thing he sees
Wait,
is the fish.
let's
the
go back.
big Fish. He believes that the fish took the spirit of Don Julian.
Le enredó los pies, la jaló
And
hacia
the
abajo.
little girl was taken by this
Little girl.
This is this fish, the big fish. He believes that the fish took the spirit of Don Julian.
Le enredó los pies, la jaló hacia
And the
abajo.
little girl was taken by this
The little girl was killed by the spirit
Exactly.
of the
We-
apparition.
Una petición.
He's asking something.
Sí.
Don Julian's asking her
Yeah, I'm
something right
getting
now.
chills crazily.
What is Don Julian saying?
Don Julián habla de que no solamente la niña murió ahí murieron muchas personas ahogadas.
And Don Julian is telling that
What?
not only the girl that has died there.
You
there's a
you know
lot
why
of-
I believe her? Do you know why I believe her?
Yeah.
It's because she
And
speaks
it's-
Spanish.
From the spirit. So they're not just drowning naturally, they're drowning from spirits in the water.
Right.
On our way to the car after the interview, I start to feel a mysterious pain in my left arm. So I look at my arm and I have these 3 little teeny tiny bruises.
Oh my God.
Doesn't it look like a little baby hand grabbing my arm?
Very weird. And we heard from Sabrina that we should be aware of our hands.
Right. Our hands and our arms.
Our hands and arms.
I forgot about that.
Posiblemente también este espíritu puede producir
If
en la
one of those spirits that live inside the doll gets pissed off with one of you guys because you guys did the wrong thing, you guys can get broken hands.
Like, I have no idea how I got this. I did not bump into I didn't fall. Nobody grabbed me or nothing. And it's after that doll. You know what I'm saying? And who's the only one who picked it up? Me. As we discuss it, what I first took to be a minor injury begins to seem more and more sinister.
What?
I just realized this. The owner of the doll says be very careful with the left arm because it is about to break off.
And it's in your left arm.
The same arm that's broken
No
off.
way. Why? Why did?
Stay tuned for episode 2 next week.
No, we're done.
Ghost Adventures.
I'm not coming back to do the podcast. You guys are on your own. Rome was so scared he even left.
No, I didn't. I was my
You're in
phone's
the
acting
dark.
up. Like it's just not being friendly today.
That is crazy. Like, why? Like, why would you take it out? Like, that doesn't make sense. Ugh, I don't know. I'm sick to my stomach.
It's wild. The whole episode is it's a good episode. It's really good.
Ugh.
I have to.
Some of their stuff is like
connect some
questionable.
headphones or something.
Ugh.
Why do you have to connect headphones?
Because this is getting good, and I'm not hearing very loudly now, and
Oh,
I like scary movie stuff.
So in with the dolls and stuff like that, do you know like the tradition of like the duendes, mischievous spirits? No.
no. I just heard of the Duendes recently, just because of they've been popping up in Utah, but I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, so Mexico, same thing, but they're like gnomes kind of thing. And so let me read you what it says. In Mexico folklore, duendes are mischievous spirits often associated with supernatural and nature, believed to live in homes, forests, or caverns. They are sometimes seen as protectors of children or animals, especially those feeling neglected. However, they can also be seen as playful tricksters, hiding objects or playing pranks. In some religions, they are also believed to lure people into the woods, while in others, They are considered benevolent guardians. Here's more details to look. So it's like a duendes, like there's lots of santeria that they do, and then they'll take a duende, like a little troll looking thing, and leave him in the cemetery and say like, this is now your new home, because they'll misbehave at home and they don't like that. And it's like why would you play like that?
The only thing I've heard of gnomes is that
Stop it, Johnny
they.
boy. They're not popping up anywhere.
Well, I saw an article that they're popping up in Garland.
Stop it. I'm out.
I don't know what that
Look,
is. Oh,
I've seen this cute little Disney movie called Romeo and Juliet.
ooh,
That's a good one, huh? Yeah, ain't seen that one yet. It's
that's
so
good. That's
good.
good. It's good. I think there's a
It's like,
second one.
oh, is there really?
I
You know
think
I love
so.
movies.
Yeah, there's a second. There's a first and a second.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the second one.
Oh
yeah.
man, you know I gotta see it. It's gonna be on. Yo, this new year coming out. Black Panther's coming out. The new Conjuring's coming out. Romeo and Juliet gonna be lit. The Red Guardian thingamajiggy. What other scary movies is coming out so I can plan for this? I really need to get my pockets right.
There's a documentary.
Is it about dolls? Cause
it's not. It's about aliens.
it's
But
aliens.
everybody that has seen it was in shock of the proof that they're actually putting on. It's not the like blurry videos, like this person that's been in working with that special service. He is the one that made the documentary, and I just saw a post about it, that it'll be released later. So that once I get it, I'll send the link, and then we'll talk about it here in the podcast.
Please do. I got big plans.
So yeah, the duendes are supposed to be just, they're like technically dolls too, but more mischievous and stuff like that. So it's like when they misbehave, they'll try to like
Fix it, right?
No, they try to like move him, like get him out of the house, but they'll cover their eyes so they don't know how to get back to the house. And so
that's right, because they always come back, right?
Huh?
We can't just talk about dolls and not think about the logic behind it, right?
But what
dolls
logic?
are hollow base. They're hollow base.
Yeah.
They're just glued on parts.
Some would say
if they're
Avatar.
right, but it's like spirits can't possess us, and then if it does, we allowed it to. But then you think about these dolls, they really can't move very far. Now, I can't swim in the ocean, but let me tell you, if I saw a doll swimming in the ocean, that is a sight to see. I am recording that. That's why the dolls don't leave the island. Makes sense.
Because they're destined they'll sink.
But what about that spirit in the water thing? Like
the snake?
Yeah.
Is it real?
But I mean, the dolls can float out of there, right?
What they floating to?
Because it's just like an actual lake. Like they can float out of there. It's not like the ocean. It's a lake.
I see what you
So
mean.
spirits.
They're just...
I'm listening
No,
on
go
something
ahead.
about.
Well, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, so spirits don't care where they end up. How did this dude get all these dolls? Were they just throwing them away like, oh, Christmas is over because Lux sent about $5. We don't really know what to do with it, so let's just throw it in the ocean and hopefully it ends up at the island.
But the island is in the heart of Mexico, like south of Mexico. It's nowhere close to the ocean. The doll island.
Never know. you never you never know. Look, if I was the spirit snake, I'd pick him up, take him to the island, give him to that old man. Wait, does the old man possess one of the dolls? Did he have a special doll?
He had a
He
special doll
did.
of them.
He did have a special doll. I forget the name. What was it?
Uh,
Agustina.
You got
yeah.
Agustina.
Do you want to show
is there a
the,
map?
the Do you want to show the map of where this lake is?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me look for it.
Apologize for the chewing early in advance because I'm hungry.
So what's the
Scary
story
stuff makes me hungry.
with Annabelle? Like, what's that mythical thing with Annabelle?
Do you know? Do you know what the
Um,
Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy dolls look like?
Yeah, I do. Uh-huh.
Okay. I was just gonna show you.
But I don't dig too much into this because then I need to sleep with my binky and sucking my thumb so I can sleep better so I don't dig this stuff up.
I don't blame you, man, because I watched The Grudge by myself for the first time when I was like 13, and I thought I was gonna die. I was in the house by myself, all lights off. I am very confident in myself. I'm gonna make it to the end of this movie, and then it gets to the point where she's like doing the noise, and then the TV starts to jitter out, and I'm like, no,
No way.
uh-uh. Okay, I could do this. And then there's like, so we had an apartment that was like a 1 bedroom, and you walk inside, that's like a small living room. Then it's like a dining room, and then it's the actual like layout for a kitchen, like a sitting area, but we turned it into like 2 rooms instead of being like a living room and all that. And then there was like a kitchen with the bathroom. So the kitchen was to this side of me, right? And then the door was to this side of me, and there was a bunch of places that, there's a long space for you to run, but if you get attacked in this house by a spirit, all the doors can close at the same time. So while I'm watching The Grudge, the TV goes out, it's pitch black for 5 seconds. I'm gonna die. I try to be brave, and I'm gonna die. I'm unalive. I'm gonna unalive, and I'm trying to be brave. And then next thing, the TV comes back on, and then she's walking towards the TV real fast, and I'm like,
no.
And I'm freaking out. My first scary movie by myself, and this is my experience. This is not right. None of this is fair. So the kitchen starts making noise, doors is moving. I'm like, okay, wrong idea. Probably shouldn't have did this by myself. I need someone to actually like trip up when I run. Somebody has to take the fall so I can get out of this, tell the story. But nah, I mean, so now here I am in love with scary movies.
There's
Makes
the
sense.
island.
Yeah, the island's
That's
not
not
very much
that can't be.
island.
No,
That's like
it's
a
just-
lake.
Yeah.
That look like New York.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Central Park. You're right.
Lux took a break of watching scary movies. Well, yeah, I don't ever. I took a break my whole life. The one movie that scared my heebie-jeebies because I grew up with a bunch of brothers. I have a bunch of brothers. All they wanted to do was watch scary movies. The one that scared me so bad was Signs. Signs scared me
Really?
because we lived in the farm in the middle of nowhere, and it's like we slept with the lights on. Like I was like, you better not turn off that light. So
You know who scares me the most though? It's not even ghosts. It's people that sleep with the red light on. That scares me the most.
why red light?
That frightens me.
That's me every day.
What
Yeah,
red
you
light?
frighten
What
me.
does that mean?
A red light.
Why? That helps your nervous system shut down and like relax and go to sleep.
Is it really?
Yes, yes. Or maybe it's the demon inside of me that just gets calmed. I don't know. I just live here.
Dancing honey. Yeah, I
You need
understand.
a
Where they're like,
doll so you can
look.
like let it free.
Yeah, like signs back in my day. It's like, what? This is creepy. And yeah, living in an old farmhouse when this movie came out, I'm like, you better not turn off the light.
Boy, and I've been trying.
I saw Johnny Boy said, "Who called it an island?"
Yeah,
And all
it's
I
in
could
the
think of
lake.
was this. It was this.
Cause I'm an island boy, and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm gonna get key white gun. You're gonna keep that gun.
How do these idiots make money? Seriously.
You know, when
What's up with
you
their
become
hair?
the like, you have to become the clown to make the money. You see, you have to, because not only is your music bad, but your look is like funny looking. So now I get to repost you and repost you. I'm gonna make more memes than Trump.
Yeah, I don't know.
Island boy.
So now that the person passed away, the original guy, why is his family there?
Well,
Why?
let's see if we can see
No,
a
no
little
more.
tour.
Oh,
Oh yes, oh yes. There's the favorite doll right there. Where it says
Yeah.
Xochimilco.
So right now we are on the island of the dolls. It was a man who witnessed the death of a young girl who drowned, who didn't know how to swim. Yeah, not so long. Nah, yeah, this is not like. Was this popular before, while he was alive? I have no idea. I don't think so.
Ugh. Why?
The only thing more popular
No, no
That
ads.
scared me so bad. I'm just playing.
So now that he's passed away, his family took over. So the
Are they-
one's relatives actively
Wait, he has
oversee the
family?
island.
Yeah.
He was alone his whole life. Now they making money. His family takes over. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, they're like primo, primo.
You know why I'm happy it's in Mexico? Because
Why?
you need a visa to get across now. I'm not paying $30 to go get scared. You know what I mean? I can do that at my own leisure.
Why would people like Lady Luck says that people would take dolls? I'm like, why? Just leave him there.
Yeah, that's no, that's so dumb.
No, you have to have a reason to show all your friends that you've done something good.
Oh
with
no,
your life.
you don't need a reason like that. Look what happened to that guy that picked up that doll. He had a little bruise of little arms. Like, ugh.
The dolls are his family. You are right. His family took over. You are so right.
Like, why?
So let me ask this though. You've had a teddy bear, right? Of course you
Me?
have. Yeah, everyone has had a teddy bear.
No, I
You've
lived in
never
the
had
third
a
world
teddy
country.
bear?
Never had
Wow.
a teddy bear. Couldn't afford one.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell your wives to buy you a teddy bear.
No, we don't need one.
Yeah, you do.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, you do. Every man needs a teddy bear at least once in his life. At least once in his life.
Who
Look,
said that?
it's true. It is a true statement.
I expect a teddy bear for my birthday now.
You
There you
have
go.
to get one. All
Ron,
right,
you
look.
gotta give him
If
a
you're gonna get a teddy bear, go on Instagram or whatever and type in Tubby Nugget. That's a perfect teddy bear, right? Tubby Nugget is the cutest thing ever.
That sounds so wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Tubby
type that.
Nugget?
I might get like a explicit content page.
No, you won't. I
I
got
don't want
Tubby
no
Nugget on my
viruses.
Instagram.
I
I have
don't know
Tubby
what.
Nugget on my Instagram.
I don't want to know what you do in your personal time with your tubby nugget.
Look, I used to cuddle with Tubby, and That's beside the point. Okay, we are not talking about Tubby Nugget. Okay, I don't know how you guys got me into that. Anyway,
You're
look,
the one that started with Tubby
look,
Nugget.
every man gets a teddy bear
What?
at least once in his life.
You
Once in
could
his
take
life.
mine.
I didn't
I
say
gift you
doll.
mine.
Don't
I
don't
gift
give
you
me no
mine.
doll. I will re-gift your doll in a heartbeat. Don't give me no doll. But if you had a teddy bear and you kept it with you your whole life since you were a kid, is it not equivalent to what this guy had done with dolls?
No, this one's creepy. Like, why? You play with a teddy bear. You don't hang him up on a tree.
I think he's discarding them. Like I don't think he's
Yeah, he's
cherishing
not.
them. If you have them your whole
He's
life, that
not
means you
playing with
cherish
them.
it. Yeah.
You take care
He
of
just
it.
goes by. No, who wants to play today? You okay? I
Okay,
figured you
All
would.
right.
let's hang you up. Like there's
Looks like you
something.
need a hand. Blamp. Take a hand out. Like yeah.
No,
I don't know.
I think if everyone can agree, guy or girl, man or woman, you have at least one teddy bear. If you had a doll as a kid and you're a boy, I worry. But have you guys had a Ken doll before? Don't tell me you
No.
have, because I've never had a Ken doll before. Because women, the
Mm,
girls have Barbie, right? So would that mean that the guys have the Ken dolls? Or was it never that way? Because
I
did they
don't think
just
it was
take it?
ever that way. They took
too
both.
poor. Couldn't afford a candle.
The Ken doll was a little too expensive?
That's too expensive. Third world country. Barely has
Dang.
clean water.
Rome, you must have lived the luxurious life of teddy bears and Barbie dolls and tea
No,
parties.
no. You know what I did? My sister had an easy bake oven though, right?
Oh, Ken is
Ken
an
is an
Dang.
accessory.
Ken is an accessory.
what? No. Black Ken or white Ken was an accessory. Which one? Black Ken or white Ken?
Just the accessory was a little bit longer than the other. That's all.
Oh
I never
no!
said
I thought you said that.
dolls are scary. Like my sister had one of those Roger Rabbit dolls, had no fur in it at all, and then she just kept carrying it around. It was just a flat piece of fabric, and I'm just like, everybody has their hobbies, right?
Yeah, Johnny Boy's over here saying like I've never had a teddy bear or a doll, and then he's like, should we be worried about Rome?
No, I'm so like you guys are so far from I don't know the right words right now. You guys are so far from it.
Are you sure?
Okay, the real.
That's good. Hey, oh, what's that? That Dr. Pepper? That's that Dr. Pepper.
How many dolls did you have? Be honest.
I've had throughout my entire lifetime, I got 3 teddy bears from 3 girlfriends, and then the Tubby Nugget from one other person. But they were cute dolls, bro. They were cute bears. Leave me alone. They were cute. Like, you know what I mean? You men have too much testosterone.
I found the Tubby Nugget.
Oh no!
You found it? It's cute,
it's
right?
So cute. It's cute.
You gotta
show the
us.
Tubby
Yes,
Nugget.
yes.
Show the Tubby Nugget. This gonna blow your mind.
Do you currently have a chubby nugget right now, teddy bear?
No, I don't have it with me. I tried to bring him, but he keeps staying at the storage room.
Oh
So-
look, I'm gonna get you a sweatshirt. Say I love you.
Ooh, they got a
Tubby
sweatshirt.
Nugget.
It looks like a potato.
It does.
It is. You gotta watch the Instagram reels though. It is hilarious.
That's too funny. We just lost also there.
I think he went to go find Tubby Nugget.
I think. Did you offend the doll there also?
It was too much nuggets for me.
You gotta adopt a nugget. Every real man in America owns a nugget.
What? I've never even heard of the
It's
chubby
worth it.
nugget.
Go buy a nugget.
Oh man, that's just crazy.
They
Well,
actually get back to the world, you know.
that's a lot
But
better than the dolls we've watched, I must say.
I guess it's a different change of pace.
also went
Yeah.
to go look for a nugget.
Went to look for a nugget. There's no nuggets around.
Tubby Nugget loves to bake, so if you have children, you give them a tubby nugget, and you make sure your house doesn't burn down because it won't.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's videos of chubby nugget saying like,
So I don't know. I think you guys really need to soften up, get a bear, at least one.
okay.
That's your homework assignment. Go out there and
I don't
find one
know.
bear.
I can't. Now I live in a third world country. Have you seen where our economy is going? Can't afford it no more.
Hey,
No,
hey,
you don't.
on,
You
on that
have a nice
subject,
look. You have
on that subject,
unless you put everything in like a third world country, like the same setup, there's no way. We would have already found out you live in Mexico or Colombia or Venezuela. We would have already known.
on the subject of dolls, did you hear what Trump said? That before you could buy 30 dolls, now you get $2 with the economy.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
So everybody's making memes with, is it Anne Boleyn? It's like, you know how she said, let him eat cake? And now it's like, let him have $2.
Let them have $2.
Oh man.
Okay, so let me ask you. Would you ever buy your children dolls?
I can buy. I have bought dolls for my daughters, but
What kind
I
of
don't-
dolls?
Sailor Moon.
Oh my goodness!
What?
How? They're not old enough for that. You're bringing back the old things.
Hey, they've watched the Sailor Moon anime, and it's like,
Uh,
that's me. My 5-year-old's like,
Heck yeah.
I'm Sailor Moon, and it's like the other one's just like, I guess I'll be Sailor Venus and Sailor Mars. Okay, fine. So it's like,
Oh, they were like that. You know,
Yeah.
I've seen Captain Planet. You know, he's the
Yeah.
hero.
yeah,
Yes. Yes. He was a cool hero then.
yeah. We need to bring him back to teach the new
You know-
generation about taking care of the planet.
You know, after they unalived Captain Planet, you know, the world's been going pretty bad lately. You know,
Yeah.
we
I
even don't
think that the
recycle
new
right now.
generation needs to know that we need to take care of the planet. I think we just need to wait it out for the boomers to be gone, to unalive themselves, so that we can start taking care of the planet. Because that's the issue here.
Look, no, Johnny Boy, I'm all about those Care Bears, man. That's how I became such a nice person, sweet. You know, I'm not a hugger though. People that are huggers, I choose to just support your addiction.
Thank you.
You're just sitting there like, get it over with. Get it over with.
It has to be for 30 seconds at least.
And look,
30
I
second
got the
hug.
Care Bear ears. 30 seconds is wild. Have you ever hugged a tree?
Yeah.
Yes. I hug back.
How did-
So I ran
How
away.
did you? You got away from a hugging tree that was like what, one of those Lord of the Ring trees, huh?
Yes, I was
Had to
like, fuck,
be.
on my way to Mordor.
Look, that's
man.
crazy. And these are not ears. These are just so that my hair could grow faster. I gotta moisturize my scalp.
I thought they were pom-poms. Like,
That's a good tip for
Okay,
tea
okay.
time.
You know, when you call them pom poms, that just makes me gay. Like I'm not. I mean, like you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say that because I'm not trying to get canceled here. I don't.
No.
You know what I mean? That is a
Hey.
wrong word. I am sorry.
You look
Anyway.
like a teddy bear.
I do.
He just wants to touch
don't
your
I?
pom poms.
Look. Growing up though, right? I never got the brown teddy bear because it was too close to my facial features. So it's like, oh, he's so cute with the bear, but you are cute too. I'm like, nah, I'm sorry, because I had the little beady eyes and all that, you know. So we couldn't do that. I never. Have you guys ever had the Power Ranger slippers or Halloween? Were you ever like any type of superheroes, like anything like that?
I think we were just not sold into every commercial that came on when we were little kids. Our parents are like, "No, we already have food at the table, so you don't need any of that."
No,
No,
I
so
gave you life. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
okay,
And
trivia
Rome's over here,
question.
like, "Mom, I saw this commercial. We need to go buy it." Okay, Rome, let's go get you your doll.
Let's go get your slippers.
No, we never went to go buy dolls. They were just given to me because I was just adorable. It was like we were outside and we saw this and thought about you. And I said,
Mm.
in the
Did you
cutest little
ever?
kid voice ever, thank you. You know what I mean? Ran away.
Did you ever wonder if there's a correlation between dolls and special ed?
Nah, because
Yeah, me
dolls are
neither.
cute. Dolls are cute and not made for anyone to carry them specially. You keep those at home. You keep them home. Now, what do you, so Hello Kitty, though, that's a little different. Special ed people carry Hello Kitty.
Do they know?
They do.
Hmm.
It's a big thing. Would you really deny your special ed child that wants a Hello Kitty book bag, backpack? Be like,
Well, I was
no,
I was
you
just
can't
gonna
have
say,
it.
like, you're thinking of like Hello Kitty, where it comes from. Everybody has where it's made. Like everybody has Hello Kitty, everything. So it's like I don't think it's the special ed kind of thing.
I don't know. That's up for debate there. That is up for debate. For you to be obsessed with that, everyone always wants a different colored cat now. If you go into someone's house, they're like, yeah, I wanted the same color as my neighbor, but that one, I couldn't
Was
catch that one
taken.
like a Pokemon. So here I am with the black one instead.
I couldn't catch it like a Pokemon.
I
Is
got
that
the
how
shiny
Hello Kitty
one.
becomes?
No, Hello Kitty is just white with
Yeah.
like Dora the Explorer. Hello Kitty is like a cat version of Dora the Explorer. I'm surprised that Dora couldn't find Hello Kitty because she was in China, was she not? Like,
I think Hello
I don't know.
Dora the Explorer is like Mexican, right?
Yeah.
I don't think so. What? She spoke Spanish, but I never said it. Look, she could have been Colombian. You don't know that. You don't know that.
Let's figure out where Dora's from.
Look, look. She doesn't. If look, she could have been Native American, but she knew Spanish. There's no way. Now Diego, I understand because Diego is a Hispanic name for sure. Golly,
But Dora la Exploradora is not.
it's not
Okay, let's see.
Mexican.
It's not. Sounds
Okay,
Mexican.
Dora is an American animated television series created by blah 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 Nickelodeon. But it's like, what is she supposed to represent? Just Spanish. Hold on.
I just ruined
Okay,
somebody's childhood.
so Dora is from Mexico. That's what they're saying here.
No,
Yeah. So they're supposed to portray Dora is cousins with Diego, and Diego is Mexican, so they're cousins.
so that's how we're gonna play this. Okay, okay, okay. All right.
It looks like you're in the loo.
I'm not. I'm not. It's just this area and like where I'm at right now. It's nothing
It's
fancy
dolls.
about my location. I
Yeah.
didn't have a Ken doll, bruh. I would never buy a Ken doll willingly. If someone forcefully gave me one and said that you have to play with the sister because she wants to play Barbies, I'll say no because I'm too cute to do that. So,
No, right then.
So tell us more
you
about
know,
I think it's time you tell us more about your childhood, El Toxico.
I think it's time for When in Rome.
E non tu corra appresso, non ti strui, solo a guardare. Yamma, yamma, goppe, yamma, yamma.
That music
It was a
cracked me up.
jam. It's always such a good vibe.
So,
It
so
is.
you were saying that when you were kids, you were forced to play with Kent Barbie.
No, I would never in my life, but I was fascinated when they made him black though. Because Ken was originally a white doll.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys remember that, but
Mhm.
when he was white, I was thinking to myself, they never have black superheroes. They never have anything. Like even Ken is not black. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but they used to sell the white Barbie dolls all the time to the black kids. And my sister was the lucky one of the lucky black kids that had a white Barbie doll. So when she had that Barbie doll, she would do the Barbie doll's hair and all that, right? And I'm thinking to myself, there's no way in life is she practicing to braid hair, you know? But yeah, she got good at braiding hair though.
Mhm.
So maybe those were the first mannequins, give
Practice.
or take.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now we looking at black Barbies because there's a black Barbie too. And then the black Ken, but I've never seen black Ken go for black Barbie. So what are we trying to say here? You know what I mean? Hence, my fiance is not black, so I guess this kind of works out for the best, right? The government did a good job. Did a really good job, man.
They educated her young. Is that what you're saying?
Look, they manipulated me into getting a Hispanic wife, and I can't sue. I can't do anything. My life is the way it is. Now, tell me
Because
why
you-
all the little
Oh,
white
dude.
girls got black Barbie dolls. Yeah,
wanna-
you see where this is going.
They want to be like Belicious, have the sass. Like, girl, you didn't, girl.
Yes,
Yes, queen.
yes, queen. Look. Look, so there was a time where as a kid you got like Christmas toys, right? And you got a big box of Legos.
Wait, you guys got toys in Christmas?
Mhm.
I got an outfit, and that's it. So here's your
got an
present.
Go put this on and be happy.
Yeah, and don't get it dirty because you have to wear it for New Year's.
Look that part. So whenever you get toys, you have to put them up after you play with them, right?
Mhm.
So my sister would get all the easy bake ovens, the dolls, and all that blah blah that jazz. And then they would give me like Legos and little action figures, like WWE action figures and stuff like that. So are those considered dolls? I don't know. I can't tell you.
I would say yes.
They're still dolls.
Home is really unpacking here. So no, I'm defending myself. I gotta defend myself. I never
Why are you
had
so
dolls.
defensive? Who hurt you?
You had dolls, Rome. You
Tell
had
me,
dolls.
we will go to their house.
You gotta go to the island first, then go to their house.
Oh
You know what I
no,
mean?
I'm out. I'm out.
I'm an island boy.
So, I got all the Legos out and I started building guns. Like I started building guns. Like that's the thing. Like all the kids did there was like build guns, and I was be creative, and I'm building like AK-47s and all that, right? So I'm like going around the house, right? And then that's when my mom was like, I think, you know, these Legos are making you a little aggressive. And I'm like, no, these are great. So instead of having one AK, I had the AK with the handgun, and then I had 2 of them. I built the Lego holster and all that. I was a Lego champion. Couldn't tell me nothing. But when the gun gets a little heavy and the Legos break apart, so you got to make sure you make the right amount. That's when she decided that we should start not getting him any more Legos, and then she started getting more dolls. So now I got
Oh.
the dolls and I got the Legos, and I'm pretending I'm shooting the dolls with the Lego guns, like SWAT team going around the house. Room cleared. And then, so did I play with dolls? I
Yes.
guess, you know what I mean?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It was by choice that I needed something to aim at. Pew, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Hey, just so you
You
know,
were there. The dolls were
says
there.
this is a safe place, so you know.
Just know we judge.
Yeah.
Black people don't go to therapy. And
This
if
is
they
why you're
do,
here.
That's
this
why
is some
we're
true
here.
reforming.
It's a safe place. We judge behind the cameras.
We judge. After you go, we talk about you. That's it. That's how that.
Oh, Miss, it was just too bad that we have to do it in front of you. You just asked for it.
It's not my fault. I've had such an eventful childhood. What else? Sir? What else?
No, it's like you probably left the Legos out and she stepped on them one too many times.
You know what? That is the greatest idea that I've ever had when I knew I was getting in trouble. Leave all the Legos by the front door, because my mom can't just come in and just like pull me by the ear or tell me to go do something. It's a process. You try stepping on Legos to get to one side. I bet if the guy that had the island, the island of dolls, if he put Legos all over the entrance, like nobody would go.
Yes.
I don't think we could
even the snake
afford-
spirit. Yeah.
Remove shoes before you walk. The ghosts don't like it. Walk on Legos, like, you know what I mean? But I think as a kid I got in trouble so much that like I learned my lesson at an early age. Like it was like I had to, because I don't know what your punishment was like, but mine was not so friendly. Like, you ever had like those big thick textbooks you get from school, and you gotta put them in your book bag?
Yeah.
Yeah. So building blocks. You funny. So my mom would tell us to grab 3 or 4 of them, right, and hold them in place.
What? Just like standing out there?
Yeah, just like that. And now you thinking we, getting strong, but that's not it. Then she's like, "All right, you tired? One leg up." Like, so now you got one leg off the ground and you try and balance yourself. If you fall, that's an extra 10 minutes.
No. That's smart. No bruises.
No, I'm not teaching you how to go. Look, that was brutal. That was brutal. So the
No,
teacher in the
that's-
class the next day is like, "So why can't you sit still?" I'm like, my left leg is
Stronger than the right.
Yeah, that's probably why. I want my left leg longer than my right leg, though. I'm not gonna hold you, because I feel like I got a lot more muscle on this side. When you go to the gym, you got to make sure you
balance workout.
right.
Yeah.
You gotta make
Same
up,
amount of reps on each
rehabilitate your
side.
childhood. They was more than heavy. That
So
was
low
torture.
key. Do you walk in circles?
I tend to walk in circles when I want to. And it's not like I do it on purpose. You know what I mean? I do it because my body says it's easier to walk in circles. Like, I get more steps that way.
I'm just wondering because one leg is longer than the other. That's all.
All right. So this is how it happened, right? This is how I discovered this toxic news. He's playing basketball with the young men, and I did this move, right? and that one leg hit the ground, and it was like that, like I had stumbled. Next day, the chiropractor was like, "See, that's part of your problem." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Left leg's longer than the right." I said, "How is that possible? Like, so am I the same height on both sides of my body, or do it? Like, how are we doing this?"
Which side is the correct one? We can do a measure.
Look, I decided that it wasn't necessary to even try to remotely remember it. Do I go to the office? Okay. I'm
We got to
I'm I'm
remind
at
everybody
I'm
that
at work.
you're still working. So
Look, I do look. This is what scares me the most. This right here. That right there scares
Oh.
me.
why do you have a red light?
It counts with the truck. I would choose yellow if I had a choice. I would,
Oh, yeah. So do you have
but
to
you
go
know,
and because we can move over to the tea time and talk about that.
talk about the red light. I don't know if I want to be involved. That's like
Yes.
I don't
We're
get
talking about the
nightmares.
red light district.
So I started to invite nightmares because
What?
I needed to fight them. You know what I mean?
What's
So
wrong with you? Here, come on
no, there's
over.
a reason.
Let's come on over. Let's have a Tyson and Jake Paul meeting.
Look, it's no. Look, check this out. Every time you have a nightmare, you just wake up, right? Just wake
Yeah.
up.
Not all the time.
You don't do nothing else. You just wake up. So when you wake up and you go, "I had a nightmare," and everybody's like, "What was it about?" Well, I want to talk about my nightmares. Well, here's my nightmares, right? I'm in like a dark building and I have to get out, but the building doesn't want me to get out because the hallway keeps getting longer. And I'm finding myself running from something, and I'm like, I don't even know what it is. This is a dream, Rome. This is a dream. Go find out. There's no way it could hurt you. Okay, maybe I was wrong because I felt like some pain in my arm. I was like, that kind of hurt a little bit. I should
It
probably
was a
be a little
doll.
careful.
It was a
Hey,
doll.
if I see a doll in my nightmare, I go the other way. I'm afraid of Chucky. I'm afraid of Chucky. I'm afraid of Chucky and anything short that runs fast. So, kids, I invite the idea of it because it's a sport, it's football, it's soccer, blah blah blah. But if a kid is faster than me on foot, I don't invite that. I'm sorry, I have to win.
Okay, so I gotta tell you the meaning of your dream. It says because when you're saying you're having a dream, it's like dreaming of running in a hallway often symbolizes a period of change and transition where you're navigating through a space of uncertainty, perhaps between two significant life stages. The
Mm.
hallway can represent a journey that is inner transforming, and the act of running might indicate the feeling of urgency and or an attempt to move forward through this period of change.
You see why I invited the nightmare?
So
I need
you
to
can
have
find
another one of
answers.
those hallways, right? I need another one. I need another one. No, the other thing is it's like the fear of falling. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like where you kind of get like jolted or like you like shake and it wakes
Yeah,
you up.
it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yep.
I hate
But
that.
that's one. That's one. The other one is off of a mountain. Like it's a free fall forever.
hmm.
You could Google see what that one means. Falling forever. Like
Okay, let's
you don't.
see.
There's
Let's
no
see.
ending.
Dream meaning of falling for forever.
I
Has
want to go
anybody else has
skydiving.
weird dreams?
Well, I've
Which one
had
of them
like the
was?
sleep paralysis one. Have you guys ever had a sleep paralysis?
Oh, I
Uh-uh.
did. I was freaking out. I swear, the thing I saw was not trying to hurt me. But he was like looking at me. I'm like, bruh, you don't gotta laugh so hard. Like this is not funny that you scaring me right now.
So here's the meaning of falling forever. Often symbolizes a feeling of losing control in your waking life, potentially due to feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and the lack of support. Oh, we support you.
I don't have them anymore. I just
Mm.
used to.
Oh,
No,
we should
you feel
have been there for
supported.
you.
no, look. I see. I take all my dreams very, very seriously. That's how I figured out who my wife's supposed to be.
The
Do you keep a
mannequin?
journal? Do you keep a journal?
Let's see what
You
this. Let
should.
me see if I. Let me look at this and see if this is considered a journal.
Not your hours of driving. That's
Yeah.
a
Now, how many
different.
hours are you driving?
No, no. Look. I got one of these.
Okay. So let me finish the rest of the dream thing. It says the endless nature of falling can suggest a fear of never reaching a stable or secure state. It may also reflect a sense of being overwhelmed or feeling like you're falling in some areas of your life. Or failing, sorry. Failing.
Okay.
And
Fear of
and that means
falling and failing.
failing in life. So and we've known
That
you
is so true.
we've known you had a tough like couple years. Wait, cut it before you drive. You know how it almost kicked us out.
I'm only going down the street. Okay, you know what?
So
You know
then
what? How
we'll
about this?
see
How about
you
this? How about this? How about this? How about this?
There you go. So yeah.
when
So
in
yeah.
Rome.
When in Rome, there it is.
It's not my fault. I'm very responsible. I promise.
Johnny Boy's over here. Rome is debating whether to continue with Topject or not. That's your life choices. Oh,
You know.
man.
You know. I haven't had a lot of dreams as of lately because I don't sleep very often. So when I do go to sleep, my dreams are either me driving and hitting something or not.
Oh
So that's a
no.
clear sign that I should stop driving and I should go do something else in my life.
Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, usually I sleep pretty well. Like, I don't remember my dreams. So
I don't like when I don't remember my dreams because sometimes it's like a good dream or it's a scary dream, but I want to remember what that was and I just can't.
yeah. That's one of the reasons why, like, if I start a scary movie, I have to know how it ends. Because if I have a nightmare, I have to know how to finish it. Like,
Smart. Like
yeah,
how to defeat Freddy Krueger while
yeah.
you're inside your dream. Yeah,
So it's
I
like
get it.
I need to know how because there's a subconscious part of us, and it's like, we need to know how to take care of everything.
Yeah.
So
Well, so another traumatizing moment in my life when I actually saw a leprechaun for the first time, I thought it was cool. Like a
what?
little leprechaun man. Like I thought the leprechaun man was giving money and making happy smiles, right? No one told
When
me
I
it
get
was an evil
canceled,
movie.
we don't want to get canceled. We say
No,
little people. They want to be called little people now.
no, they are literally leprechauns. They are leprechauns. Because the box of
The
Lucky
luck,
Charms,
the luck
the
of the
Lucky Charms
Irish.
dude. No,
When
the
did you
Lucky
see one of
Charms
those?
guy. I
Wait,
I've seen little people before, but not leprechaun like little people. Like his face was too husky, but that's beside the point.
Like so
So,
short that the grass is gonna tickle his balls.
right? I thought
I can't believe you just
I
said that.
thought I thought the Leprechaun movie was supposed to be like fun and things like that because
Oh, that was
leprechauns,
creepy.
But then I saw it and I was just like, no, this is not cool. I don't want to watch it. But I was like, I'm too
Afraid.
intrigued now. I have to do it. I have to watch it. Then I had a bad dream, so I was running from like 17 different things.
I think we're gonna have to create an episode where we like find the
Just right here.
definitions to all your dreams.
Yeah, we should. How many
Yeah.
tons are we looking at?
All
20,000.
right. I think it's time for some
Thank
tea
you.
time.
Man, $20,000 just to
Okay.
take that load. He makes bank.
I couldn't move because I was still attached. Yeah. 43. My bad. I'm all interrupting the podcast. This is the day in the life of what I do every single day. And can I tell you something? I worked a whole lot less this week and I made more money than I did in the last other weeks.
How
There
does
you
that
go.
work?
I don't know. It's a clear sign that I'm building
America.
my own prison.
America.
You know what I mean? I'm not even I'm my own boss, so I'm the manager, supervisor. I'm the
The
I'm the guy that
handyman?
starts the triangle pyramid. I'm not the handyman. Nope, I don't do that. That's not me. Like if my wife says, "Hey, you need to get that fixed," I'm like, "I'll call the guy tomorrow." You know what I mean? That's not happening. He'll be here soon, so no one's taking a shower. Go down to the Pilot, the Loves. Go get a Motel 6. It's a $65 shower, but hey, you get to sleep good. You know. I don't fix anything. So in the day in the life of Rome, I say buy it.
When in Rome,
So get a reliable
call somebody that
toilet.
knows how to do it professionally. Don't call
That's
Rome.
it.
Yeah, right.
Rome's off topic, sugar daddy.
There you
Wow.
go. There you go. Now everybody knows why we're here.
Everybody
Rome.
knows why we're here.
Rome's the sugar daddy.
My goodness. Don't ask me for favors. I don't know what they are.
Just ask him to repair things and then he'll just pay for it.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh, man.
If it's broke, I ain't gonna fix it.
He's gonna call the handyman for you.
If it's broke, it ain't Rome. He's loaded. He's the sugar daddy.
That's it.
I
I did
think
fix
it's-
my sink once though. I did fix my sink once. It took about a whole 24 hours to 48, but I did fix it though. YouTube University.
Yep.
Oh.
Well,
Alright.
Rome, thank you for enlightening us on the different qualities of life.
You're welcome.
And
I feel like that was a good sign of therapy today. Maybe I was a little too aggressive as a kid.
Yeah.
Shooting
How does that
dolls.
make you? How does that make you feel?
I feel more like me now. You know?
do you feel validated?
Wait, I got my.
I don't seek the validation. I play with Legos. You guys didn't play with Legos? What did you do? What did you do?
We had rocks, okay? We
I
had
was
rocks.
literally.
I guess
I had to
that
go
was
play
Alright,
outside.
you-
I had to go play outside because couldn't afford toys. So
Yeah.
parents
You
didn't
didn't
want
throw
you inside
those
the
rocks?
house. Like, get out.
We built towers with those rocks, try to learn how
Threw
to
rocks, broke windows. So then got in trouble. Got told to go inside.
Yeah.
Broke
What?
other stuff inside, so I
Wait.
got kicked out.
Wait. So when you talk to your significant others about your childhood,
We don't talk about our childhoods. We
We don't
just
talk
keep
about
it
Bruno.
that's-
That's
you
cool.
just leave it alone.
Yeah. The way we end the conversation is like, "Hey, I turned out okay."
Yes. We don't need to go to the
It's
we don't need to go
fine.
to the past. It's
No,
in the
you don't
past.
need to know why I don't like to wear shoes outside. It's none of your business.
You don't need to
today,
know. You don't need to
I
know
still got on
why
my toes.
why I yell at the kids for going outside with the wet hair.
Oh my gosh. So you mean to tell me there's no signs from your childhood that symbolizes why you have the wife you have today?
Oh yeah, no, the signs are there. Like the belt marks on my butt is still there. I know why I got my wife.
The signs are there.
The signs are there.
Yeah, for us it's like play with your imagination, like Johnny Boy says.
What do I do today? Like Phineas and Ferb. Oh my gosh. I
Oh,
can
man.
so see that. Oh
I think
man.
I think it's time we move on, and then
I'm
let.
done. I'm done.
So awesome. Let's get it started for tea time.
All right, let's get it.
Oh, where did he go?
Ah! Right? Have you ever done that to your
Oh.
wife? Now you don't do it
Yeah.
anymore, do you?
What were we talking about? Doing what to the wife?
You don't ever
What?
scream when you see your wife when she has a mask on anymore. Like, ah, what was that?
No,
What are you
I've never
doing?
done that.
Why
I've
is your
never done that.
why are you wearing that device?
No, I'm like spa
I've never
day.
did.
What?
I wouldn't.
Let's
I
go.
wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, ooh, where's mine?
You don't so you guys have a spa day. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, I never really had a spa day. Maybe I had to upgrade my manhood.
I think you have more spa days than we know because you're always going out there and painting your nails.
I don't paint them. It doesn't count.
Well, it's a clear color, so it's a color.
No, it's clear is not a color. Wait a minute. Hold up. Clear is not a color. There's no way clear can be a
No,
color.
I think. Let's see. Google is clear a color. No, clear is not typically considered a color in the traditional sense.
Okay,
Traditional
we should
sense.
stick with
Okay.
that way. We should stick with that. Let's not go any further than this because he's just gonna prove me wrong.
So, but yeah, you.
Is
How
it
many
a
of those?
mani? Yes, it is a mani. I'm not getting any petties. No one's touching these toes. I'm petty.
Yeah,
But see,
I
I've
want to get a
never,
mani.
I've never gotten a manicure, and Rome gets them on a daily basis.
Not a daily basis. Oh
Okay,
no, not a
okay,
daily basis.
That's nice.
every
How
other
do you
day.
get them
but-
every day? You have like a little Asian lady in the back there or something? Do your manicures every day? Small, compact lady?
You know what? If you did see an Asian lady pop up, I don't know how she got back there. I was back there a second ago. She was not there.
She'll be like, honey, this is why you have no boyfriend?
Oh, honey, would you like
Look,
crystal gel?
You want
how
crystal gel?
you know how you go to the chiropractor, you got like realigned and all that.
Yeah.
If I go to get a pedicure, I need to go back again for return appointment so I can get everything done. I got like 20 some odd years of bad feet down there, but I scrub. But I ain't gonna get nothing to scrape my feet. You know what I mean? No machines. I don't want that. And they touch your feet all lightly, like, okay, this is why I know I can't get a pedicure. Okay, check this out. I was going with my mom, supporting the cookout. Everybody was good. She was happy. I love my mom. This is how it works. She goes, "We're gonna get a pedicure." I said, "What's that?" So, "Oh, it's work on your feet." I go, "Okay, I guess, you know what I mean? Why not, right?" Mind you, I'm like 13, 14, 15, 15, 15, 16. And she goes touch
17,
my
18.
feet. And I start laughing. And she goes, "Stop moving." I'm like, "It tickles." And she touched my feet again. I laughed again. And then she touched my feet again. I laughed again. And then that's when I kicked her. Boop. I was like, "Look."
Look at the poor Asian lady. That's so mean.
Reflexes. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
You know, they're in like talking Asian is like, man, this man's feet stink. He probably never washes them. And they're like, when you ask him about it, it's like, oh honey, I just say you got beautiful nail.
Nah, I got a PhD in linguistics. Whenever you say something and your face go like, yeah, I know you said something about me.
How does the face go again?
Like, look, you be mean. You be mean. You're very mean to me.
Oh man. But yeah. No, I've never done a spa day. Like Johnny Boy's over here having spa days with his
All the
wife.
time.
Yeah. And then
Oh,
Rome's
yeah.
getting the pedicures and the French braids
Hey,
and
pedicures is where it's at. I don't know. That's where it's at. It's good to take care of your nails, fellas. You gotta take care of your nails, man.
Yes.
yeah. No,
Y'all
so
wise better take y'all over to the nail salon next week. That's your homework assignment.
yeah, we got
And
a
you
lot.
gonna see what it feels like.
Yeah, I should get a Manny.
So anyways, we're gonna talk about, have you guys heard the new Pope?
Oh, I heard about it. Something
Yeah.
about a smoke. It represents Pope being like chosen.
Yes. So there's a new Pope. He is from Chicago, which is
Ooh.
and in all the history, I don't think they've ever had a Pope that's from America. And
It's the first one, isn't it?
yes, all I can think about is Un Papa Americano song, and it's stuck
Mm.
in my head. But
Is he Barack Obama?
Papa Americano.
Johnny Boy and I are in the same thing. Un Papa, yeah. So,
I'm
anyways,
looking it up already.
I'm looking it up already. He better be Barack Obama. He better be his
Oh.
cousin or something. Because I'm voting for that Pope for sure at this point now.
I don't know if we could vote. I don't know how they select the Pope, to tell you the truth. But anyways, he selected um, his. I want to say he's one of his parents is Mexican, and I'm not sure who is and who the other one is. But he was born in Chicago. He speaks 8 languages. Like,
oh,
come on!
Yeah, I
And
make
then
him the Pope too.
and I was
Yeah.
like, there we go.
Si tu la parla miezza americano.
I'm gonna stop that before we get.
Is he a black Pope? Is he white?
Um, I know
Oh,
he's
do you have
got some.
pictures?
I know he's got like Hispanic. Let me see blood. Let me pull it up. Yeah. Pope.
Oh, we got a Spanish Pope now?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. The world is changing. It will never end. You know why? Because America is built on a great place. A Spanish Pope.
Okay, so let's see. The newly elected Pope Leo the 16th, previously Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, is the first American-born Pope, but he is also had Creole. I don't know how to say that. Creole heritage. He is linked to a Black Catholic community in New Orleans through his maternal grandparents, who are I think is that how you pronounce Creole? Well, Creole, who were Creole descendants. So this discovery has sparked excitement and celebration amongst Catholics in New Orleans and elsewhere, particularly in Africa and Caribbean, and who have Caribbean ancestry. So let's see. I thought, okay, let's see the mom and dad. I don't have a picture yet. Let's see, parents. Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah, they about to make some money. I just did a numerology chart on Leo the 16th as a Pope.
Uh-huh.
That ends in a number 8.
What does that
They
mean?
trying to get some money.
What does that mean?
Numerology is what I do, man. That's another time for another episode, another season, another world. But long story short, everything involves numbers. And if you put
Right.
a number in front of something like 666,
Right.
everybody
Right.
was like 666 is a bad thing. Is it really though? Is it really though? Because I saw 666 and I had a good day.
Hey, and he was selected on May 8th too.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He's 69 years old. Does that mean anything?
Well,
Nice.
6 plus 9 is what? 15. 1 and
Wow.
5 is 6. 6 is the number that symbolizes something brand new.
Hmm.
Look
But
at
yeah.
that. Y'all all learning something. All 13 of everybody who's watching right now. You're welcome. Oh,
So it
wait.
says, so his mother is Spaniard descent.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, don't get us canceled. For a second, I thought I said that his mother was a nun, but it's like, oh wait,
Oh,
what?
dang.
But she had two sisters who were nuns. So I thought she was.
What
it doesn't-
happened?
Oh, I was just reading about the Pope, and I read a glimpse of it, and it said like
It sucks that I
a
have the
nun.
worst signal of all time.
Yeah, no, I can't figure out where the mom is or the parents are, but yeah.
When my signal is on point,
He's Leo the
off
14th.
Topject is in trouble.
Yeah, as well, we're gonna be talking about numerology because I'm excited to talk about that.
Yeah, what is all this?
I'm trying to find it like on my stuff.
Yeah.
Because I started diving into it
I've
couple years
never heard
ago.
of
Numerology.
Yeah.
I live my life on numerology. This is the reason why I'm so wealthy right now. You know, Rome the Disciple, my rap name equals to number 8. My name equals to number 8. Plus my birthday is number 1. That's a different thing, but that's my year path. And then last year I knew I was gonna get divorced. Talk
How'd you
about
know
knowing
that?
your fate. Numerology. It told me.
Could it be because you already you know how you always have your comment, marry to marry, not to marry to get divorced?
Yes. Well, if
Could
I
that-
had listened to my numerology statements beforehand, I would have found out that if I focused on family that year, I would have reversed the circumstances.
But I don't understand what numbers have to do. Like, how does that work?
So let me see. So my number. Let's see if I can find it. I don't know. So my birthday number is 3.
You got a year path of family, I think.
Your life path number. Let's see. My life path number is 6.
Ooh, spicy.
My soul urge number. My soul urge number. Let's see. Where does it say?
The whole numerology thing is based off of, because look, think about it for a second. If God made Earth in 7 days, 7 is the number of completion. Why 7 days? Why not 8?
He needed to rest.
On the 7th day.
Oh, I know why not 8. Because
Why?
7, 8, 9.
I know a lady who knows how to read numbers, and she explained it. Just don't ask me what she said. So why did you bring it up, Johnny boy?
So even like numerology wise, when you look at the word stop is the number 6, I believe. And number 6 means that it comes to its completion level. So right now, I started working in February.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm probably not done yet. So if I keep this boat rolling until I get to the number 6, so 6 months of doing this, by the time I roll into number 7 into public speaking, I'll find more success because I'll be on month 8 where I have the most money I've ever had in my entire life. If you believe it, you can achieve it.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
yes.
So what do you
But if
think of the
this
new?
Pope is like number 16, you
Yeah.
said 16?
No,
1 and
he's number.
6.
He's the 14. He's 14th.
Okay, so he's not the last Pope then.
Why do you say that? They say that this is the last pope before Christ comes.
Because the number you
14?
said 15, 14.
14.
1 and 5 is 1 and 4 is 5. So 5 doesn't equal the number 6.
So
Once you get to 6, that's when we want to figure out what's going to happen next, because the 16th Pope will decide the fate of the world. That's a belief of mine. I can't tell you if that's true or not.
Doesn't the like the Pope has to pick like a certain name or something like that, and that's gonna like trigger or like raise a red flag that is the Antichrist or
I didn't
something
hear
like
that.
that?
So does he have to give himself a name?
Because when the Pope gets appointed, when they choose a Pope, the Pope gets to choose the name. They get to choose the name that they're gonna be called.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
They just don't
And
keep their
Donald
names.
Trump is the 43rd president, right?
Yeah.
And he was also the 41st president.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe so.
So you add those numbers up, you get the number 12 or 13 or something like that. 12 is a 12 is a complete sequence number. That's why Christ had 12 disciples.
No.
So now Donald Trump comes to his completion stage and all of those other things. And now the new Pope happens around Donald Trump's days. I don't know if that's a coincidence.
It is not.
You know, and if he's the 43rd president, 4 and 3 is 7. That means he completes his cycle at 43. That doesn't make any sense. And then you got the Super Bowl 16 where Donald Trump was also the president or running for president. 1 and 6 is 7. Oh man, I could do this all night. Tea time's about to get real interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to teach us more about this. So the
If you,
Pope's name is Robert.
his name's
Does-
Robert.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to give you a sequence of numbers and you can tell me what it equals.
Okay, let me get my calculator.
So you have to do 1 plus this and 1 plus that because every number has a number.
So go ahead.
So his name is Robert. R is 9.
Uh-huh.
O is 6.
Uh-huh.
B is 2. Hold on, making a left turn here. E is
5.
5.
Uh-huh.
Where are you getting these numbers from?
R is 9.
Okay, and T is?
And then T is 2.
Okay, that equals 33, which
And 33 is the year that
Ooh.
Jesus Christ died, is it not? And resurrected.
Yes. 33 is a good number.
And then the 2 plus or the 3 plus 3 is 6. So that means it ends, right?
It's the full
Well,
completion.
no, you got to enter. His name is Robert the 16th. So add the 1 and
The
the 6
14th.
there too.
No,
The
the
14th.
Robert the 14th.
So add the 1 plus the 4 because he chose
And
that
the
name.
5.
That's 38.
38. So 3 and 8 is 11. 11 can't be manipulated. It's a mastery number.
What does that
So what
mean?
is A mastery number is a number that is associated with particular moments. Like number 11, it's all spiritual.
So the Antichrist. That's kind of
So
crazy.
if you do your names will come up to a number. The numbers will have a lot of things, man. Everybody probably gonna stay awake tonight. I don't know. Cause look, we got 12 people watching as far as I can see right now, which 12 makes it a perfect number. And why we talking about numerology at this time, I have no idea. But it's happening today.
So let's do my real name. You know my real name also.
Yeah.
Don't
So
say it
I'm
out
doing
loud.
that right now. Yes, I'm doing that right now.
I was like,
So with numerology, I can tell you whether if your wife or your girlfriend is your soulmate.
okay.
Alligator. I just saw alligator.
What?
I just saw alligator. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna pet it.
No. Read the signs. Read the numbers before you get out of your car.
There's an alligator. Oh.
We should do Dancing Honey to see what the numbers are for Dancing Honey.
So if you look at most of the numbers that people have names. Like all rappers have names. If the Pope could choose his name, the rapper could choose his name. It must mean that it means like we have control over our own personas.
Yeah.
And if that's the case in scenario, then why does Robert end with the 6?
Yeah.
Okay,
Now you
Rogue.
look at the idea 33. 33 is also a mastery number. It can't be manipulated. But you know.
Okay, hold on,
So
Rome.
Rogue, your number is 37.
37. What does
So
that mean,
you're a
Rome?
1.
I'm a
You're a
1.
1.
I knew
Year
I was
path.
always number 1.
So if you Google numerology path number 1, that will tell you exactly who you are.
This is I'm a heathen.
It doesn't say heathen. I don't think it's as directly heathen, but maybe subliminally.
What was it? I was like gonna Google numerology.
Number path 1.
Numerology path 1.
Yep.
Mine's 24.
So
Yours
it says
24. So you're the number 6. Year path 6. Number path 6.
Okay, so let's see what it says. Johnny says he's a peasant.
It's true. It says my life path number is 6. That's what it says.
Okay, so it says in numerology, life path sign significantly a strong, independent, pioneering individual with natural leadership skills. They are also self-motivated, driven, and possess a strong desire for individuality, self-direction. They also often create, innovated, and have magnetic charisma. I don't know about that.
Well, now I want you to count your birthday.
What does that mean?
Year and everything, and that's going to decide. Because right now you just read your personality. The other number is going to tell you exactly who you are as a person.
So wait, what do you mean with count my number? Like, how do I
Your
do
birthday.
that? So
I'm August 18, right? I'm going 8 plus 1 plus 8 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 1. That's that's how mine is.
Let me do mine to tell you what it's gonna be.
Everybody's probably doing this at home right now. Like, oh my goodness, who would have thought? Right? I'm special.
What the heck? guess what my number is for my birthday?
Same as the other one.
37.
So you are a dominant year path, life path, and personality path 1.
What does that mean?
If you live your pattern inside of the number path 1, you'll be the most successful version of yourself.
There's more versions of me?
Mine's 33.
Oh, you're La Pope.
Yours is a
You're
mastery number.
what's the difference between mastery and the other numbers?
The mastery numbers are the ones that are connected to spiritualities and stuff like that.
No wonder you're trying to get those voodoo dolls also.
Whoa, they're calling to me. My other voice said no. My other voice is my wife.
You better listen to that voice.
That's what I listened to, and I didn't buy it. And now we're like $200 short.
But the 33 is your personality trait. But your birthday is your actual, like, you, like what you're supposed to do. Well, I think your birthday is your purpose and your name is your characteristics.
Yeah, I'm looking at this as key traits of path 1: independent and self-directed individuals with a life path 1 value autonomy and prefer to forge their own path rather than follow a prescribed route.
That is so you.
Leaders and pioneers, they have a natural inclination to lead and inspire others, often taking the initiative and setting a course for others to follow. Strong will and determined. They often know for their unwilling determination and ability to persevere in the face of challenges. Ambitious and goal oriented.
I'm gonna ask you this though. You could do this off on your own time. See, being that I'm a year path 1, I've done this with my fiance already. Her birthday complements mine. Now, all the other birthdays from all the other girlfriends and whatnot, I did those too. Why do I remember them? Don't ask. It's just one of them things. But they don't compliment me. They actually are hard for me. But if you take all of those numbers and see if your significant other is compatible, if that number equals compatibility, well done. If it doesn't, that means that you have a lot of things that you're overcoming and you're adjusting to get so that you don't ever have to like undo anything. Because most people end their relationships because of this. So you want to be very careful.
No, I'll make sure that I don't do the numbers on my, because I don't want to know the future.
You don't want to, but look up your so this is what I want you to do now, right? This is gonna blow your mind. I want you to do your birthday, like the month and the day, and then 2025 or 2026. And that's gonna be the year path number. That's the number that tells you what you should be doing this year or next year.
Okay, hold on. I gotta finish my facial regimen and then I'll add it.
Now, I started getting into numerology for a couple of reasons. One, I was intrigued. Two, I was watching Sherlock Holmes.
What? How is that connected?
Because Sherlock Holmes actually found the killer to one of the mysteries that have been unsolved for a long time off of handwriting. So when you write something particular, you write it a certain way. So if you do a letter T a lot of times, if it's accurate, like it's the same all the way through on the page, it tells me a lot about you. If your T is higher, the crossover, like to make the cross, is higher, that means you have a high self-esteem. If it's lower, that means you have a low self-esteem. I have to figure that out. But if your I is higher than your T, that means you think highly of yourself. If it's lower and connected and barely seen, that means that you think not much of yourself. If you write down your name and your wife's name or your significant other's name, I could tell how close you are to your significant other.
Based on the
I could
space
tell
between
you
the
really
names.
love them.
We're gonna have instead of when in Rome, we're gonna have fortune teller Rome.
No, numerology with Rome.
Look, that's gonna be lit. I'm telling you, I got the reason why I don't do certain things on certain days is because it's not Jerome's day.
Yeah.
It is Rome's day.
So okay, going back to what am I supposed to do for this year? So I
You
add
do your the month and the date. So whatever your year month is, plus the day, and then you're gonna do 2025.
So I got 15.
15. So yours is equal to your actual number. So your year path 6. Whatever your year
Yeah.
past 6 says, you have to follow that or not follow that. That's up to you. But if you follow it, it will actually give you more peace in your life. And that's how I got where I am today, where I am like right now. Because my year pass for 2024 said I need to go and do something that I've always wanted to do and not worry about who tells me what I should or should not be doing.
So my number is 15.
Oh,
So
same as
yours is
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so the
It
year
says that we're
pass is the
supposed to
same.
quit. We're supposed to quit our jobs. Let's go.
So whatever your year path is or whatever it says, if you follow that and focus on that, you write all that stuff down, it'll really break down everything for you, and then forget that you read it, and then I'll tell you that you are doing that thing, or you will tell yourself, man, this year was really different. I felt a little bit of this, and this. And if you do numerology for 2026, it's a different number.
Yeah, because it would be 16, right?
So 7. So next year is going to be the year of your completion of whatever you're doing.
Mm. Interesting. It's quite interesting. We should um let's do we should do Dancing Honey's name, because she said it's getting interesting.
It's getting well, the best way to do it is I could give you a full analysis of everything. And then we could do a rundown of what it is next Friday.
Mhm.
Because if you give me the full name and birthday, I could give you the full rundown of Chinese astrology, connect that to regular signs and stars and stuff like that. And you can tell me if it's true or not. I think it's fun.
Yeah. No, and it's funny because there's two sides. There's the name side and there's the birthday side, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's quite
Because I'm
interesting.
a sheep or a ram, right? And to be very specific, I am I'm a metal goat. Now, a metal goat is a particular person that likes to be led, but someone that wants to do their own thing. I have a buddy of mine who's also a sheep or a ram, but he's a water goat. He is the one that's always driven to find money.
Mm.
But in Chinese astrology, I am a rabbit.
What does that mean?
So the rabbit is a wanderer, someone that just keeps going in places like, and I see danger, but I find a way to get away from it.
You escape.
And you'll be surprised. The rabbit is a compatible to the horse, and I believe it's the pig. And what happens is no, the goat is compatible. I'm the goat. The goat is compatible to the rabbit and the horse, and my fiance is a rabbit.
Yeah, we're gonna
So
have to focus a lot on this, because that way people can figure out and then see if it's correct. Because I'm looking at what I am, and I really enjoy like the career that I have, and it drives me. One of the things that it said here, types of jobs that you will enjoy. Let me show you what it was. It says that Path Mime would enjoy a career, let's see, in consulting. They become appealing to me, and it's like that's all I do. Not so it's like every day for 24/7. I help people with issues, and I consult them and educate them and help them improve.
but the one thing you didn't do yet was your actual stage name is Rogue Sentinel, right? You
Mhm.
didn't do that because
Okay.
that's your alter ego. That's your alter personality.
Let's do that one.
And
So
that will
what
tell
is-
you exactly what you should do.
Okay, what
I
are
can't do the
the
numbers right now because
and then what's it called? Also took the quitting for reals, and he just left us. He's like, we're gonna quit, and then he quit off Topject. So
so I want you to type in numerology chart,
okay, let's do this.
and then
So-
it'll tell you everything. Because now, like for example, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3,
Who
D
made
is
up these
4.
numbers?
I want to say that it's the universe. Now, this is the reason why I like numerology. Number one, because it was man-made. Now it gets deeper and darker when we start doing the Chinese stuff.
Why?
That's a whole different story now. Whole different story, because each line represents a marking of your life.
What? I don't know if I
Yeah,
want
it
to get
gets
into
real
the dark
crazy.
stuff.
Now, you don't really want to know exactly what you are, should or shouldn't be doing right now, because once you know, they say once you know that, you can't go back. So I don't dig into that. Numerology is something that has an option, but Chinese, you can't really undo Chinese. Like you don't undo. It's like the whole Grudge movie. You can't unsee the Grudge. Like it's there. So
Okay,
when it comes
so
down to your nickname, once you spell that out,
also came back, so Elsa's gonna help me with figuring
what
out
am I
my.
helping you with?
We're gonna help me add the numbers to my selected
Stage
name.
name.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Rogue
Yeah.
Sentinel. So
Yeah,
I
one sec. I have the chart here. One sec.
see what that means.
So your stage name tells you a lot about what you do for your creativity and your off time. So mine's being Rome the Disciple, it equals the number 8. That's money. And then Jerome Stewart, of course, I said my full name. There it is, blah, 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 equals the number such and such. And then I did this thing on Instagram where I made my whole description match the number 8. I know that
Wow.
sounds freaky to do, but it took me all day to figure that out. And then I also decided that because I wanted to see what the compatibility is with me and my fiance, and we equal the number 8. So I thought it was really interesting. And if you start looking at it now, you got to start doing some research on this. What's the Kardashian chick, the middle-aged one, or whatever the case may be?
I don't
What's
know.
her name?
I don't know the names.
I don't
Courtney,
follow them.
Chloe, and Kim. Which one is the middle one? I know
Isn't it Kim?
somebody knows this.
Where's Lux and
Chat.
Beauty?
We need help, chat.
We don't know the Kardashians. We need help.
We don't keep up with the Kardashians. But when we find her name, right? She made an alcohol brand called 818. This is where I got my curiosity, because I was trying to figure out whether if this was coincidental, right? She had made a vodka brand called 818, and I said, why 818? What does that mean? Because 666 is supposedly this mark of the devil, but it's really not, because I did the whole research for 666, and you could look it up. It's not bad at all. What we think that is bad is just a twist of the truth. So 818, if you do 8 plus 1 plus 8, it equals 8. 8 is the number of wealth in prosperity.
So
So with Rogue's name, so are we adding both together?
yeah,
Like Rogue,
Rogue
Sentinel?
Sentinel. Yep.
So that's 67.
That's the
Okay.
number 13, which is the number 4.
What does that mean? 4.
So you're going to go to numerology number 4. And then you'll find out what that is. And that's going to tell you a lot about why you chose that name or how you chose that name. Is it connected to you in any way, shape, or form?
So it says the number 4 means grounded. Organization, practical, discipline, honest, and green. Is that what I'm
So
looking
why
at?
did you choose? Does this mean that you chose Rogue Sentinel? Because you said Rogue Sentinel is kind of like it has a meaning of like an angel that went rogue or some type of
Yeah.
protector, things like
Yeah.
that, right? That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as I know. And when you think about a rogue sentinel usually doesn't go very far from where it landed in the first place. And then when it's time to make a change, it'll make a change. But like a rogue sentinel doesn't have wings either.
Who knows?
Nah, I don't know. You can look Google it up, but it's one of this is what I'm assuming, right? So if it's true and you do the research, you could actually probably ask ChatGPT what Rogue Sentinel is a Rogue Sentinel grounded, and it'll probably tell you yes or no. Because we have that luxury now, with the 22nd century. But it's really interesting because now if you live by numerology just for a month, if you go on the calendar and say, okay, on this day I'll be rogue. So anything that falls on 4, like for example, December 2nd, that's 5. December 1st is 4. And then the 2nd is 5, the 3rd is 6, and then it goes all the way up to 9, and then it restarts. Everything that falls on 4, you are a rogue. And what's today's date?
Today is the 9th.
So 5 plus 9 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 is what?
Hold on.
If it's 4, I'm going to freak out. Because you just found out today.
5 plus 9 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5. 23.
So it's the number 5.
Okay.
You're
So
one
yes.
off from the actual day itself. Because right now, it's the 10th for me.
Mm-hmm.
Which falls under 6. And that's Oso's number.
Yeah. Lux wants us to know hers. Do you want us to know your name?
number?
Yeah.
Let's do her stage name. Let's
I'm
do her
working.
stage name.
I'm working on it.
Come on, also you gotta be
I'm trying.
You
Okay,
gotta
I'm
be faster
trying.
with
Gotta be a
this.
little quick with it, man.
I'm not Mexican, okay?
With all of this, like everybody is always walking on the planet, right? Interesting tea time tonight, right? Everybody's walking on the planet, and we are always asking this question: what am I supposed to be? Where am I supposed to go? So if you did my birthday's number, it tells you I'm supposed to be creative. Tells you I'm supposed to be this. I'm supposed to do that. And also, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm an artist. I like to draw.
You like to
I like to
sing?
be a lawyer. I like to sing. It's crazy how it works. So if you look up the personality traits in jobs for the year number 8, you'll see that I'm doing almost all of those things naturally. So if I go and try to be a doctor, yeah, I'm failing at life. This is it. I'm done. We are not gonna do that. I'm not a big fan of homework either. Like I don't like homework, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we found out that it was
so
Kim.
I got Lux Mundy's
Okay,
number.
let's get Lux Mundy.
So Lux Mundy, it's 37.
So she's a number 1, but we probably want to do
the birthday
instead because we already know what number 1 is. And it's funny how you're a 1, I'm a 1, Oso's a 6.
We want to know what Johnny Boy is.
No, we should do Johnny.
He's a Leo as well too. So I'm gonna say he's gonna have to be like a 7. He has to be the 7.
1 sec. Let's see.
Hey Johnny Boy, text us your birthday year because I know the month and the day, but I don't remember the year.
Okay, so Lux
I think it's
Oh,
90.
he is a 7. Johnny Boy says he's a
I
7.
had to guess. I was on point. Yes, sir. I know
So
my numerology, baby.
Lux Mondays with their birthday is 35.
35, so she's a number 8. So
Mm.
Lux Monday, are
She's a
you creative? Are you into public speaking? Are you do you like to talk sometimes? Are you were you once shy and now you're not? Like these are the things that a number 8 is associated with because I am a number 8.
Hmm.
You know, also the number 8s find themselves in places where they want to make more money somehow, but they don't know how to make more money.
Start a truck driving job, Lux.
You know, and the thing is, are you at a job, like for example, do you guys feel like you're at a job that you could do something different with? Because like I feel like that sometimes with numerology, knowing this stuff, I feel like I could be doing something better. I'm good at what I do, but I'm not doing what I want to do yet.
With
Oh
with
yeah, all the time.
with my consulting job, I really like it because every day it's a brand new day. It's a new day to help people better themselves, and that drives me because I'm finding puzzles, ways to solve people's issues in different ways every day. So I hate repetitiveness.
So Rome, is it the personality number, the ones that we were doing right now with the birthdays and stuff, or which one was that one?
Birthday is life. The
What's the
stage name is personality, and the regular name is purpose.
Okay, because I'm a number 7. Well, it
You're
says
number 7,
person.
so
Says personality. Personality though. It says personality number 7.
you have to look at the numerology number for number 7, and that will determine your personality, and that will give you exactly what job listing. If you look at numerology number 7 jobs, you'd probably look at that too and see where that's going, because your number is completion. You're always looking to complete something.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder you stay up super late to finish those games.
What games? What are you talking about?
uh, so yeah, but
Lux
So
Monday can be
it's
a guest speaker.
yeah, hey, we have space. We pay for space for guest speakers. So
we pay
It's
for
true. We do.
we pay for anybody that wants to be a guest speaker, and it'd be nice to have another fresh face.
it's like a thing that I was studying a while ago, and it says that you owe it to yourself to be the best version of yourself. But then, do you even know yourself? That's the
Mm.
question. I didn't know myself for a while. Now that I do, I'm kind of like a moving train. If you don't get out of my way, I just go right past you anyway, or you just
You're
deal with the pain.
you're driving a semi. Of course, people are gonna get out of your way.
Nah, it's like in life in general. Like if you can't keep up, right? I'm going to keep going.
No, yeah,
You
but
know.
yeah, you know, Johnny Boy's over here saying that we have Johnny, our sugar daddy, that pays for our guests to speak. LOL. No, but maybe this is something what we should focus on because like I look
It's
at the
fun.
numbers. Yeah, I look at the numbers and it's like, hey, that's me. I love to be driven. Money, yes, it does help. Like money does in my life, in my career, money has been plentiful. But
so
I I love like helping other people.
so do you want to go deeper with this, or do you want to keep it at base level? Because numerology is just base level.
We can work on getting deeper. Now makeup wants us to do hers, so it's like we so let's do it.
Well, let's do the
You couldn't
stage
pick a
name and
shorter name.
then
Pick a shorter
right
name.
now the
Hey,
name the
that
name makes complete sense because you have to find a name to be associated with yourself. And let's say you're on Instagram, you want a certain name, but it's taken already. You're like,
yeah.
man, that sucks. What am I gonna be like? Makeup 3 7 suit 3 4 5. Like you just make up numbers, or
And
they
then
give you numbers.
and you selected that. Like you selected exactly what you put out. So
Exactly.
give our
So
secretary also some time to calculate the numbers. You know.
I'm working my
meanwhile,
magic here. Okay, this is what I do every
uh,
day.
the first level to life is numerology, knowing your life path, purpose, and characteristics. Things like that. Um, the second level is Chinese astrology,
I don't
which
want to
is
dig
what
into
are
that one.
you?
I don't want to dig into that because that seems
That
scary.
it is, but at the same time, you should at least know what you are. Because right now, last year was the year that I was supposed to get rich, but I procrastinated. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. And then I find out that this year is not my year. This is the year of the dragon right now.
Mm.
Yes, it is.
And if you are a dragon, that would
I
mean
wish.
that you're going to be at your highest peak all year. And I
Really?
gotta wait like 8 years to 10 years until my year comes back up.
All
Or
because you procrastinated?
yes, it's crazy. So I'm building up until the time comes that my year is back up in place. Because it was one year I had made a lot of money. I'm not gonna say exactly what I was doing, but I made a lot of money, and I didn't know it was the year of the goat. Saying.
So
So to find your Chinese astrology animal, and then you can research it whenever you want. It'll tell you your strengths, your weaknesses, what annoys you, what doesn't annoy you,
It's
things you
based on the
probably
year you
never
were
want to
born,
know.
right?
okay, so
Yeah.
I'm the zodiac of the rat. I'm a rat.
I,
Go figure.
I'm a
So
snake.
you're compatible. You're compatible to certain things. Like I'm not compatible to the rat or the snake,
This is why we
right?
don't get along.
This is why this podcast works.
Exactly. Hey, so I got makeup by myself. So I
Okay.
got her number is 58.
58. So 5 plus 8 is 13. 1 and 3
Yes,
is 4.
that's
I'm a little
4.
mathematician when it comes to simple numbers. So being that's her character, her personality one.
Hmm.
But
Same
her
as mine because I
birthday
got a
would.
4.
It's funny how everybody is the same thing.
That's what
Tell
we're all
me,
Oh
around
wait,
here.
oh wait, no, I got a 6 for that one because I just used also. So also gave me a actually. Oh, no, I did get a 4. Yeah, I got a 4.
so if we did that, that's the personality though. That's the name that you chose. So every one of you is on the same level when it comes to personality traits. And what does they say? Everyone that you're alike, you're gonna attract because we all like the same things, or we're interested into the same things, or we have topics are interesting at the same time, or whatever. But notice that there's numbers that, like, for example, if you're number 4 for your personality, when you run into numbers that you're not compatible with, this is about to get real interesting. Find out what's the opposite, what numbers are not compatible to the numerology number 4, and you're gonna find out really, really fast who they are. And so when you approach them and you're talking to them, you're gonna be like, "Oh, you're number 3. You gotta be. I know for a fact we're not gonna get along, but for God's sakes, we are going to work it out for now. Jesus save me. I will do my best because this is a number 1 or number 7 or number 9, and I'm not too sure about this, but I will do my best."
Mm. So my spouse is a what is it, water dog?
And is the rat compatible
I'm
to the water dog?
yeah, I don't know if they are. So yeah, she's a water dog.
You could tell by just saying the compatibilities of the rat. But if you're not compatible, right, this is where it goes another level deep. You can actually go and put water dog and rat compatibility, strengths and weaknesses. I tell you how scary this is. I did one from one of my previous relationships. And it was so spot on that it said, and I say not verbatim, but creatively, it said that you guys will never see eye to eye. But if you sacrifice your creativity and your desire to be rich, you will be fine. But if you do not do that, it will end in like drastic drama. And I said,
So
wow. So I
so
have a choice to make.
here's what it says about my compatibility. This union could be a workable one if the partners are able to take the good and the bad alike. Both of them will be strong, ambitious, but modest. They may lack purpose in life, and they may lack the tenacity to sustain each other's uh, frailties, faithfulness, and generosity without strong will and systematically organizing could play havoc for two such well meaning people. Either one will have to be cold hearted and adaptive enough to put up with reality, or else their mutual love and loyalty will be uh, much protected to them. So I don't know. Yeah, I
I
don't know
mean,
what to say.
I don't know if it's true. And that's up for you to actually put debate on.
Yeah, we're constantly fighting.
Yeah, my wife and I are compatible, and that's what it says on here.
So when you think about it, it's like it will break down all of these things, and you only have to do the relationship thing once.
This is
But
creepy.
if you
It
do the
is.
year path for your wife and the year path for you, you can tell the year path for your wife, and you can support the year path. So she
Mm.
may not be the same year path, but if she is, that means both of you have to do the exact same thing to excel. But if she's something different, you're gonna have to take those days when you're not rogue, when you're not, biological name, when you're not such and such, and you're going to have to support that. So the
Mm.
days that don't end up on one, or the days that end up on six, or the days that don't end up on four, and they're just regular days, I use those days to support my significant other,
Mm.
because this is not the day I'm supposed to grow.
Because it's crazy because we had no option to select our actual names. Like it was just given to us.
hmm You can change your name by law
Yeah.
to whatever you want,
Hmm.
but do you like your name enough? Because if you did the actual meaning of the names, you probably like, you know what, that name represents me. When I
Yes.
was in my mission field, I did a training called Remember My Name. And the line was is throughout the entire time that you've been alive, you've been a part of my genealogy. What have you done with my last name? Because I can't see things like God. I can't see things like anyone else. I see things my way. I see you now, but what have you done? And your great grandparents is like looking at you, and you're like, I got a job at Walmart. You know what I mean? Like now it's like, wait, what's Walmart? Is that like a good thing, or is that like a bad thing? Because they don't know that. But then if you
Yeah.
say
Johnny
X,
boy's
Y,
over.
Z,
Johnny's over here trying to calculate the end of the world.
look,
Johnny, that's
it's
for the Pope.
possible. If
Okay.
you do the numerology for the Earth, like the word
No,
Earth,
no, no. Let's not do this. Let's.
it's not gonna be a bad number. It's gonna be like a number 7 probably.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, last year was the year of the dragon. This year's the year of the snake. So it's just gonna be rich this year.
Oh,
It's my year.
this is your year. You
This
gotta
is
you gotta
your
My
show
year.
up.
Let's
time.
go.
Woo. No, but yeah. Okay, do the word Earth. Okay, we got our
You'll
cooker in
be
the kitchen.
really interesting and intrigued by it, because the word stop, when it says stop, it actually the word stop is 7, which means you got to come to a complete stop. The number 7 is complete, so complete stop. And the
Hmm.
word go is green, right? So if you do go together is 7 as well. It's amazing how it works. So it's completely get going, completely stop.
How did this came about? Who created this?
You know, you're gonna have to kind of Google that because this is where it gets interesting because
Stop it, Johnny
most of
boy.
the people.
Oh,
Johnny boy's over here giving this.
Johnny, you know what? Lose signal. Stop it.
Yeah, just go
Disconnect.
back to fishing, Johnny
Go
boy.
back to your vacation, sir.
Oh man, you know, I might have been in special ed for 7 days, but it did get me thinking about why the kid was wearing a helmet.
No. Okay, so we do the word for Earth.
Oh, no. I did not do Earth.
Okay, start cooking. Get back in the kitchen.
I am in the kitchen where I belong, cooking.
That's crazy. I don't know what to think about all these numbers. Like this is a different universe that I was not prepared for. How do we undo this?
You can't undo it. You know the Matrix, the movie The Matrix? This is
Yeah.
what Neo was seeing. If you notice the movie The Matrix, it went up to 9. It did not go past 9.
What does that mean?
Because numerology, 1 to 9, A is 1, B is 2. This is what they were doing. You just couldn't see it. So when Neo was in the Matrix and he saw the agents, we're all 1s to 9s.
Zero.
The thing is 0 doesn't really exist. It's not really a number. It's crazy.
That's crazy. Zero doesn't exist. It's just.
That's just strange. Okay, what is
Earth is
0 was
35.
determined to be null.
Earth is number 35.
25.
25.
25, right? 2 and 5 is what? 7.
Yeah.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
So it's the go.
I might be freaking you out, but bear with me here, right? You can't unlearn this.
I'm gonna have a reset.
Did you say also you?
No.
You said to bear with you.
Bear with me. Oh. You're good. That was
Bear with me.
clean. That was so clean.
I missed that one too. Oh, bear with me. Also you. Oh man. But thanks, Paul, the new Pope, for getting us into these numbers. So because
He's starting a new cult. Look at it.
Yes, he's starting the beginning to the end. We gotta we gotta wait
it's
until we know.
important because look, I was talking to a real estate investor. He was like, yeah, I do a lot of things. I'm always moving around and this, that, and the third and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, let me do your name in numerology, and let me organize your birthday, and I'm gonna organize a game plan for you. Because in the consulting business, you want to tell people what to do, what not to do sometimes, and just consult them, make sure they understand. You get someone that walks into your office who is opposite of the number 1 when it comes down to purpose. And you're going to try to tell them something that doesn't really work for them because you're going to tell them something that works for your compatibility numbers. So now this is telling me, like, I need to figure out how to work with compatibility number 1s. I need to figure out how to work with compatibility number 2s and number 3s. Now, this will make you the ultimate social person. You no longer have to figure out who and how to talk to a person anymore because if this person's a rat or something like that, that
one
they're
or two or
probably
three.
too much.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
No.
Man, they keep calling me. I'm a all over.
So I think we should start this next week since it's getting pretty
Yeah.
late. So
I think we can leave it at a good spot and
Yeah.
continue it up next week because it's getting good.
Yeah, thanks, Vim, for staying up with us, even though we didn't have our driver, Johnny Boy, here to control everything. I hope he's having a good time, out in the ocean fishing for
How do you have
tuna.
service on the ocean and I barely have service anywhere? What cell phone service do you have, sir? This doesn't make sense to me now. He's catching fish with good signal, and I can't even drive with good signal.
it's one of those, just good. It's Verizon, bro. He says.
That's crazy. It's like I'm outside touching grass, and I still get bad signal.
Oh my guys.
Thank you so much.
This
you
is so
guys.
good.
We'll focus more on the numbers and how to find our paths and what we're supposed to be doing, so we don't procrastinate like Rome.
Yep. He said Verizon, bruh. Wow. I knew I should have stayed with them. I've been deceived. But thank you guys. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Thanks. You guys have a great night.
Thanks, fam.
Bye.